I think a lot of times actually, it's interesting, music has I guess the power to create and destroy, and music can soothe, it can also make worse, I guess. You know, it's like, there's nothing I like more sometimes when feeling down than to wallow in self-pity, and music is always there to allow that. I think as well, if you're angry, music can sometimes make you angrier as well, and you know, you listen to certain recordings, it gives you reason to think, well, you should be even angrier than you are, maybe, if you're listening to something politically driven or motivated, Public Enemy, or something that exists to kind of open people's eyes to things that are right under their noses. I think as well, music, in terms of part of the healing of music, I think comes from its ability to communicate with you, to reach where you are, and I think that's something that people often struggle with, to really relate to people in a very honest way, and that's why I find it really interesting that in something that maybe you don't feel that comfortable in discussing with a really close friend or family member, but you hear a song written by a stranger that kind of speaks to you, and it's almost like they know exactly what's going on with you, and they're able to kind of elucidate further on what it is that is affecting you. And I just think, even though a lot of the time you wouldn't look to musicians to have the answers, and I don't think there are many that would say they do, there's something about just sharing the experience of being human, and of getting things very wrong, and understanding that that's okay, and that you're not the first person to be in that situation. I certainly think, for me, music can be a real healing experience when you listen to something that comes from a very personal place. And just recently, the last thing I heard was this Josh T. Pearson's Woman When I've Raised Hell, and I was just sat there listening to that at home, and it was just, it's beautiful. It's like a one-song catharsis, and I couldn't help it, you know, I'm just crying like a baby over this song, and because it's come from such a place of real genuine pain and experience, and I think there's, in that way, music can really reach you on another level, maybe that other things in day-to-day life, it's easier to have your barriers, but somehow music has a way of getting around them.